Sterring, picture important. Is Sterring, they're like Sterring.
Hey, I'm Kunta.
And I'm Peta.
Welcome to Black Sterring Radio, a podcast where we dissect TV shows, films, music, and culture
To ask how black women are represented and seen on screen. We're back!
Hello. Hey, guys.
Do you need a second?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. Yeah.
Hello. Do the
Welcome
like.
back to
Welcome
Black Sterring
back.
Radio on a
Yes.
Saturday. On
Morning.
the Saturday before Mother's Day. Hey?
Ooh. Yes, the Saturday before Mother's Day.
Yeah.
This is always the
We're
Saturday
just talking
of my
about
birthday.
you getting... Oh, yeah, of your birthday celebrations.
Yes, the Sunday of my birthday is always Mother's Day. So that's been a lifelong thing.
Yeah, and I just got a niece, so
congrats,
the birthday, yeah.
babies.
So the birthday is always. It's so cool though that Mother's Day is also like in this lovely Taurus season. It really is nice. It really is nice. So
it
you were saying you're
is.
gonna get your mom,
I might.
Kenichi.
Now I have to because
how
we're
much are the
recording.
tickets? I mean,
And
I know.
my mom
oh
is
my
a loyal
God.
viewer. So
Can we cut this out? Mom, happy Mother's Day. Also, this
Happy
is
Mother's Day
happening.
to all
She's gonna.
moms.
This is happening.
it's happening now.
Yeah. It's happening.
Because I don't
How
think
much
there
are
will
the
be a better
tickets?
gift.
Right?
It's like-
because Kenichi, guys.
The things that Kenny, I
actually
don't think
cannot
Kenny G
believe that
understands how
Kenny G is
important
coming
he is in
through.
South Africa.
Yeah. I can't believe that he's coming through. I can't believe it. Like, it's Kenny G, guys. And it's nice that all these like old school greats are now all coming to South Africa. I mean, we were talking about Boys to Men some time
Yes,
ago.
I did. You know what? I did. Kenny G's in October. Boys to
Okay.
Men has been here twice.
Oh yes,
twice.
yeah,
So I saw them
yeah.
The first time, I was still in magazine. I want to say 2015-ish. It was around there.
I
But
feel like
it's
that
always
was
sad.
the better performance. So the one, 'cause
Oh,
the one that
okay.
they
The
came,
the more recent one.
yeah,
I didn't go to the more
one at
recent one.
Carnival. Was it
Mm.
at Carnival City? Yeah,
Well, I think so.
I think it was at Carnival City
because
because
the
I
first.
know Tamia was at Carnival City as well.
Oh, Tamia was also at Sunbet.
Oh yeah, she was.
Yeah,
actually...
so I saw Tamia at Sunbet.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah, but some of them, she was really good.
yeah. I mean,
She was really, really good. I mean, but also
Tam-Tam.
back then you couldn't cheat it, you know.
The Voice. Hey,
Yeah.
Are you talking about?
I'm talking about
because
The
you
Voice.
couldn't. But
You
I mean,
couldn't, you
come
couldn't.
on.
You could, or at the very
because
least,
this is
okay.
such a great
Yes, and this is a great
into
segue. Okay,
everything that we're
so-
doing today.
I think one of the last art forms is artist development.
And
I say that because-
the job of Babyface and Quincy
Yeah,
Jones
so
and
it's
them.
like you had to be good at the craft, so you had to know how to sing properly. You need to you had to know how to do an 8 count, even if you were not the best dancer.
the breath control.
Britney Spears was there with 3 microphones, all of them off,
Listen,
but she was
know.
still dancing and like, oh,
Right. It's the
like,
voice,
It
it's
was
the
still so. It's like even if you don't
choreography.
have the best voice, you have the choreography.
Yeah.
You are putting your steps in. You
Yeah.
have a look. You have the
Rehearsal.
hair and makeup.
It's
You're
work.
rehearsing.
It
You
is
are not
work.
coming on any stage and giving us nonsense. Whether you are performing at a
nonsense
mall
Is
or
such
you are performing on a
harsh
big arena.
word.
Okay, nonsense is
because
harsh,
Rihanna has
lazy.
been accused of nonsense.
Rihanna can give nonsense on stage, and
No.
I love Rihanna down.
Yeah,
I love her.
But she
I
has been a little
adore her.
disrespectful on stage. in the
However,
past.
I don't think I would part with money to see her live. And I stood by this even when she came here, because for me, how she performed on stage, even at award shows or whatever, I was like, I'm not crazy about this. So I don't know if I want to pay as a student, because we were students at the time.
That's all
And
your
I was
pocket
like,
money.
I don't know if I want to part with my
all
money.
your pocket monies.
And people said she came in a JT top and
Oh, guys, I
was
used to
giving
love
a little
JT.
one.
Wow, that's a lovely
But why are you
story, guys.
on stage with the JT?
bruh.
I love a JT top too.
Dude.
But why are you on stage with that? So I think not everyone is. People are good at different things. I can respect that.
You think Rihanna doesn't have a voice? It's
No.
such an argument for
I'm
the
not saying
ages.
no. So I'm not saying she doesn't have a
Yes.
voice. I'm saying she's not the best performer. live.
Performer, yeah. not a lot of great performers. Let's be honest.
These days.
Like,
That's why I'm saying
really,
there's
like,
a lot. There's a lot of people playing in the
who
middle.
just get on stage.
There's a lot of
and
people
sing.
who are tough
do
to sit
think-
through,
Mm.
and then there's some people who are electric, like incredible. But because we grew up with a lot of people who were electric, incredible, now
No,
it's
the
like
standard is so high.
Okay.
I do
Cool.
think the internet is always to blame today for everything. Colors.
Colors.
Colors was great because
Yes.
it was aesthetic. It's it's a
Yes.
visual thing.
Yeah.
It's so early Instagram vibes.
Yes.
And all you do on colors is sing because the
Yes.
sound is set up for you, the visuals are
Yes.
set up for you,
Yeah.
you know. So a lot of the colors generation of musicians are the ones where we're
Ooh.
like,
This is a good
Can you-
chat.
Jenna,
This is a
can you
good
can you
chat.
chat it? Can you
Yeah, because you are like even how you are now. That's colors. It's one microphone stand.
Yeah,
and you
it
just,
is.
you-
It's that
you have
stripped
3
down
minutes,
performance,
it's
which I
one-
think has a place.
Yes, 100%
You know?
has a place.
Another segue.
Wait, there's another segue, and we might need to do another episode
Yeah.
on that.
Oh.
But let's get into content of the week before we
Let's
start.
do that. Let's do that. What's your conti?
Oh my goodness. I don't even know. I want to say, I don't even know what my content is. Okay,
Okay.
top of mind.
Okay.
It is a song called I Like It.
Oh.
And it is by Moses Sumney
Ooh.
and Hayley Williams from Paramore.
Ooh.
Together.
Love a Mose.
So I've been listening to that on repeat.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of. But I grew up listening to Paramore, which I don't know why black
Do I
people
know
love Paramore.
Do I
But
know
they are like a
Paramore?
rock band. You'll probably know them if you hear them. But like the two of them together, I like it.
But
All the
Moses
puns
is very
intended.
experimental.
And Moses,
right?
I
love
him.
Moses. Yeah.
Love him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Dope.
Yeah, so that's why I can't say it. I can't, my brain is hodgepodge. I'm like, is it Abbott Elementary?
Yeah.
Is it whatever?
Oh yeah. Is Abbott with a new season? I haven't even.
The new season is almost, no, the new season just finished.
Yeah, and I saw
Very funny.
she got a tile. She got a what's her name? Teacher
Oh, Cheryl
thingy.
Lee
Yeah, she
Ralph.
got
Yes,
She
Barbara.
got a yes.
On the
on the Walk
Hollywood
of Fame.
Walk of
Yeah.
Fame. Yes.
My content, preparing for this is Grammy award winning
Come on now.
performance by Layla Hathaway and Snarky
Ooh,
Poppy.
something! I know you're talking about something.
Where she does that crazy
What
vocal splitting, guys. And that is
How?
actually my content. It's Layla Hathaway's vocal splitting. Like
She can-
when you, in just your one voice, one vocal cord, can harmonize with thine self.
With yourself. How can she harmonize with herself?
God is in the place. Okay. I am just like,
I don't
and
know.
that performance
And
is
she
just.
keeps explaining how she does it. And I'm still like,
Yeah, because
what do
she
you
does
mean?
have a.
What do you mean? What
I
do
can
you mean?
I can get how you can play with your voice. It does take a lot of playing and
Yeah, but
and vocal
it's-
ability, of
but,
course.
yes.
Like
Oh,
basically,
no, Layla Hathaway
you
is
just
one
have to
of the best
start
singers,
with
like- But I mean, her dad was Donny Hathaway
yeah.
also.
I mean, and I
So-
believe he could also like do some gymnastics with the voice. You know,
Donny Hathaway might be one of my favorite male voices of all time.
Oh,
Like,
Donny
woo, he
Hathaway.
could sing.
Wow.
What a
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. See, the standard that we come
Just-
from is just
Oh.
so immaculate,
yes.
so elegant,
And
like,
even
wow.
so even Layla. Oh, and Layla's scatting for me is like one of my favorite
she's a
scatters or whatever.
vocal professional.
Yeah, 100% professional. But for me, I think what I always think about with the splitting thing is that it's on key.
Yes,
Because
that's
you
what
can
I'm
play,
saying.
but it's like you're harmonizing with
gives us
yourself
an
on
alto.
key
She gives us
in
an
a
alto
whistle
and a
tone.
soprano on that performance. Alto and soprano
I'll
in
never get over
in
it.
that splitting.
I'll never
That
get
is
over it.
why
I will never
that
get over it.
YouTube
I'm
video
sorry. I'll never
won
get
a
over it.
Grammy.
I'll never get over it.
Oh, I'll never
I
get over it.
won't.
Every time she does it, we're all in,
And even
in the video.
them in the video, they're like,
Yes. It's crazy. She's so
oh,
talented.
something. It
like
is something.
It is. It is. Beautiful song as well. I think it's the series is called Family Dinner. or
Yes,
something.
yeah.
Oh man.
Snarky Puppy also. Because when they
Snarky
did Sing to the
Puppy.
Moon with Laura Mvula,
Oh,
that was
Laura
wonderful
Mvula,
as
yes.
well.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Yes, so today we're going to get
Let's chat about
into
it.
NPR's Tiny Desk.
Man.
Okay?
What
An
a
institution.
an institution
At this point.
a
So-
huge archive.
A huge
An
archive.
extensive archive.
Super extensive.
Wow.
So I do want to start with some backstory.
Okay. Yes.
You know, so this all started in 2008. Bob Boylan is the host of All Things Considered. NPR is a radio show based out of Washington, D.C. And he went to South by Southwest, which is like another music festival.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to catch one of the performers, Laura Gibson. The sound was a bit gack. So he was like, hey, come to the office. Can you redo some of your set here? She came and she performed at his office, and that was the unofficial, official first Tiny Desk.
Yeah.
That was in 2008. They are now more than 1,000 shows in. They've seen so many
Thousands.
different eras. If you look at the old ones like Raphael Sadiq, Adele, Miguel, John Legend, those like first
those
original
aren't even
ones
were
were
like
like
older,
those
older
ones were
indie.
like you could tell
because I know the platform is it started mostly as an indie platform for like alternative musicians,
Yes.
singer-songwriters, backup vocalists,
Yes.
like people who are
unknown,
upcoming,
really.
you know.
Yes.
And that's almost the aesthetic, the appeal, like that intimacy, that small performance, that stripped down, like really just like we are here for the vocals, but also like the sound and the technical is quite important.
Whoever the sound
Tiny
engineer
Desk.
is deserves a raise.
Like, yeah.
And
Lapojit.
what I will
Wow.
say is that I like that you spoke about stripped down because first of all, it's either can scale between 12 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes. Your Chaka Khan and Maxwell, you can get the 30 minutes, but it's all recorded in one take.
Yeah.
So you
like
kind of
one
it's
camera,
stripped
one or
down.
two.
Yeah, like one
It's
or two
like,
cameras
yeah.
shot in one take. The people in the office are the audience. And like I was
Lucky
watching
bastards.
Shea Universe was talking about how like the voices you can hear in the background, the people who work there, they are like 3 or 4 feet in front of what we see on camera.
It's true,
So she
yeah.
was like, they literally right there.
Yeah.
And I remember even in Maxwell's one, he was like, this is where real music is. You can't cheat Tiny Desk
you
because it's
can't.
so stripped down.
You can't.
It will expose every mistake.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really cool space. It feels like a new version of the MTV Unplugged and all those other platforms that we kind of grew up with.
Wow.
Where it's like an evolution of just this is the stripped down, vulnerable, you are rearranging your songs.
Yeah.
And I always find the set list interesting as well because you have 3 or 4 songs for the most part to choose from. And when people have a big catalog, like I think of Chaka Khan or when, so I really like that they specifically do a thing for Black History Month
well.
in February.
They actually
so
do it for Hispanic. They do it for, for African. They have so much.
Like it's really cool that they
for Bossa
do
Nova.
that.
Yeah.
So that you'll get different artists from specific places of the world, and like that's how we got like a Chaka Khan or like a Charlie Wilson or like a Babyface.
Wow.
But again, it's like, okay, these are people with decades of music and a catalog. How do you choose
a
tight 20-30 minutes?
Absolutely.
How do you choose your 5 songs?
Absolutely.
But yeah, there's so many to choose from.
Yeah. And it's like, I think that's also just the appeal of it, or the template of it, like the experience of Tiny Desk is that it's a couple of songs, it's you catch it. You know, even in the beginning it was like it's almost like a jam session. It's like a live thing. I would absolutely pay money.
All of us would pay money
to go and
I would.
watch. And it's like, I want to talk about the structure as well of like backup vocalists. You have the band, you have the band, and the backup vocalists are just, yeah, you know, you have the band there and rearranging, because a lot of people
songs.
come on there and they must be artistic about their music, their performance, their set list, you know. So it's a lot of rearrangements. It's a lot of never heard before versions of, you know.
And so I love that, but I also am irritated by it only because the version. So for me, the version of a song that I hear first becomes my favorite version of a song. And more often than not, because I'll find people sometimes on Tiny Desk. Or I'll hear the song on Tiny Desk and then you can't hear it anywhere else. Like they they aren't like colors where you can get the color show version of the song on an Apple, on a Spotify and another. You have to go to the YouTube and go. So even now, if I want to hear her version of Focus,
go to YouTube.
I have to go and go 13 minutes in and be like, this is where it is.
They have.
So they put some of it on Like, but they put it as a full, almost podcast episode.
Yeah, but even
you
then,
can't
it's not
get
everything.
the individual.
It's not
It's not all of them,
yeah.
and it's not split into. Oh, sorry, it's not split into individual songs.
Yeah.
So you still. Yeah, that's my only thing.
It's
I'm
not
like,
a track list.
Yeah,
And I mean,
because
they
a lot
can't.
of the time,
It's NPR running it.
Yeah.
And NPR is like
They're like a radio
it's like,
show.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
an
it's like a
indie
radio-
and it's run by a community. It's run by
Yes.
volunteers, you know. So even the cataloging on YouTube is not great. It's not great at all, you know. They have playlists, but
you have to search.
with the archive that they have, I wish they could like streamline it, you know, because we're so used to digital. But I feel like even in that, I just feel like that's the Tiny Desk experience. It doesn't need to be corporatized. It doesn't need to be, you know, like but I was also thinking about earlier performances and how they, because I feel like Tiny Desk it is a genre bending, fluid, experimental.
For me, it's open to all genres.
Yes, it is. But I feel like it was how do I put it? It was a wide platform in the beginning when it started. It was a rock, indie, folk, which I love, and then we started speaking to, you know, like us,
So what I will say
people
on
of
that,
color, POC,
the first OG level Tiny Desk that went viral was T-Pain's.
Yes,
And
we
I
have
do
to
wanna
talk about
that
T-Pain.
because
We have to
T-Pain
talk about T-Pain.
sang with his real voice. There was no auto-tune.
Yeah. And that
And
was
it
the
went
argument
viral
with T-Pain all the time.
because
It's like,
everybody
can you
was like,
sing?
"Oh my God, he can sing."
Can you sing?
And I mean,
and that was
huge
even,
note.
Yeah.
You can't do auto-tune well if you cannot sing. You can't. Auto-tune is really good.
If you can sing.
Talk
If you
boxes are really good if you can actually
Yeah.
sing. It's also a skill. And I know that
Is
it's
it
tech,
really? Wow.
but genuinely, like, the best auto-tune is from people who can actually sing.
Lil Wayne?
And I think
I don't know, bruh. I don't know. I
he
feel
can
like
hold
auto-
a note.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
we can all
auto-tune
sing then,
is
right?
the-
We can all
is-
hold
is
the
the
notes.
thing.
We can all hold the
But
notes.
like, Lil Wayne can't do T-Pain's auto-tune.
No, he
Do you
can't.
know what I mean?
He can't.
'Cause
But
it's like
I'm just
there's
talking about
an ability
auto-tune in
in the
itself
auto-tune.
has. It does. It does. Simplify things. It does make it easy. You know what I mean? And I do
And
get
sometimes
it.
in the bad
I
way.
do get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do get. I mean, T-Pain's autotune is one of the best. It is. He's like king of
Yeah.
autotune because of his. And when he then sang, we were
You
like,
see, because
hey,
everyone was like,
T-Pain
he's
can
singing
sing.
"Buy You a Drink."
Yeah, you know,
With his
Buy
real
You a
voice.
Drink. and that performance was I don't know if preceded by his feud with Usher.
I want to say, oh,
Was
I
it
wonder
before
what the
or
time
after? Because I think
the
it was when Usher when Usher and them, when the industry, when his peers were like, hey, the thing with autotune is fucked up because you guys can't actually sing. And he was like, and that's also the thing with Tiny Desk. It just it lends itself. It is like you said. You can't, if you make a mistake, we've heard it. If you can't sing, we'll
hear
you
it.
know? So it's a test of your chops.
Yes,
Can you sing?
it is. Sorry, and I keep laughing because of the story that you brought up with Asha and T-Pain, and he says they were all on a plane going, I don't know where.
Oh yes, that
And
was the
Asha
story.
woke him
yes,
up to be
say,
like, your
hey,
auto-tune, you ruined it for everybody.
We were also angry at Asha for that.
You are ruining R&B
Yeah.
and music with your auto-tune nonsense.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, first of all, waking somebody up to tell them
Apparently
that is
he was
crazy.
depressed.
And he got into
He-
depression.
yeah.
Because Asha's everyone's hero.
I
and
mean,
now your hero's telling
imagine
you,
that.
"You ruined it,
Asha
you
got like
suck."
some real cancellation around that.
So everyone was like, oh, Asha. And we all judge
Not
Asha
you,
because
because
Mr.
Mr. Confessions.
Oh
Yeah,
my. You also
like-
used auto-tune,
Yeah.
Asha. So
Yeah,
why were you
yeah,
judging him
yeah,
just for you to
yeah.
use auto-tune
Right.
in OMG?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's why I was laughing because that story is always insane.
it is.
to
It's
me.
hilarious. It's hilarious.
But you're right. It shows off the chops. So
And then you get Post Malone now on the platform. You get your Alicia Keys, and it also
Alicia
became
Keys had a bad set list on Tiny Desk. I have to say it. That wasn't
Alicia
good.
Keys
It wasn't
for
good.
me.
Let's talk about it.
Oh,
Just
let's
say
just
it.
a couple
Just
of
say it.
words. on Alicia Keys. I really respect her. And there's I love her on the piano, you know, but she's hit and miss. She is hit and miss.
And I think
she's hit and miss.
Unfortunately, in the past few years, it's been miss.
Oh man.
Sometimes it's a hit.
It has been, hasn't it?
But I think the Blue album, I'm forgetting what it's called. That was a hit for me. That was nice. But before, it's been very up and down. I think because I don't want to get into the thing. Yeah, and I don't want to get into the politics of people being like, oh, because she did this, now her voice is gag and blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't want to get into all of that stuff.
And her voice isn't gag.
But no, it's not that her voice is gag. I don't think she did a good job of taking care of her voice.
Yeah,
I will
there
say
is
that.
that. She's
Alicia
got the
Keys
kind
in
of
songs
voice.
in a minor versus Alicia Keys vocally now.
Because
not
I do
the same.
think she has
quality.
overextended her voice. And then that begs the question of, is it there? Because if you are false with the voice, you ruin it. Like I remember watching some sort of documentary with Whitney Houston, and she had lost her voice, and she couldn't sing anymore. She had to like recover from that because of extending yourself.
It's a muscle.
It's a muscle,
yeah,
you know,
the vocal cords are almost like a muscle.
And if it's not easy, then you're extending yourself. You're ruining it. You know what I mean?
So
You're hurting yourself.
I don't think
Alicia Keys
she
must have some sort of like some places where she's like
because
doing more than she should.
Man, because even this year's Super Bowl where she came in and she botched the first note, AI fixed that, which that was weird. Why are you guys fixing it with AI to put on the YouTube?
AI,
that was weird because live she botched the note.
Oh man.
There's some people, and everyone said, hey. And then you go and watch it on YouTube and it's fixed. I said, hey, that's a little weird. Why are we using AI to do that?
Yeah.
Everybody bimbas from time to time. It's fine. Hey? Everybody bimbas from time to time.
Yes, because even Shaka Khan on Tiny Desk has a bit of because like it's
I do love Chaka.
I mean, I adore her. Cool. I adore her and I adore her voice, you know. But on Tiny Desk, you know, you can sense that there is like you know, she's just singing. She's singing, and there are some notes. I mean, you know, like and it speaks to your point that like sometimes you do lose a note. That's why it's part of rehearse. I believe even the greatest of the greats have lost a note. You lose a note,
or they ask to start the song again.
Like but you can't on Tiny Desk.
You can't on Tiny Desk because it's one take. So
you can't.
What I do want to say, Tiny Desk always gives me a good indication of whether or not someone will be good live in a bigger context. And I know that in some ways that's unfair because Tiny Desk is small, it's more intimate.
Yeah.
However, I haven't been wrong about that yet. And I use the internet and Summer Walker to stake my
really?
case.
Summer Walker's
the internet
one,
Tiny Desk was rough.
Yeah.
The band was good. Sid's vocal was rough.
Yeah.
It gave, maybe she's a studio singer. And
I mean,
then
she
performed,
isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say Sid might be the original vibe singer.
Yeah. Hey.
And then she went at Jazz Fest. And I was like, well.
There you go.
There you
Live.
go. And that's why I worry about Summer Walker.
It doesn't necessarily give.
Who's coming later this year. Because her Tiny Desk was so uncomfortable to watch. She's a little bit uncomfortable on stage.
But she's been to all sorts of jazz fests, all sorts of live festivals,
uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to pay to see that.
Yeah.
It sounds good if you're closing your eyes, but when you watch it, it's like
really?
you know when someone it feels like she doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
And that's like not nice.
Oh, you mean Summer Walker?
Summer Walker, yes.
And she's got vocal capability.
So it's like it sounds good.
She's even
but
said
when you
that
watch
she's not
it, it's
like she's not into performing. She's not into being famous.
Yeah.
You know,
so that's why I'm like on the fence about paying to see that live.
Yeah, because it's like
it's gotten better. It has gotten better, but I don't know how much better. Yeah, but I mean, let's get into some faves. Like, what are your
get into some faves?
What's on your list?
I mean, gosh,
what is your favorite Tiny Desk? What a big question.
Yeah, what a big question, hey, because I also use the platform to discover a lot of new artists.
So good for that.
So good, and on all sorts of genres. So I actually found she's in the Hispanic Heritage Month, because I really love Hispanic Spanish. You know, Esperanzas. Tiny desks are one of my
Even
favorites.
Bad Bunny, come on, Benito.
Listen.
Come on, Benito.
But what's she called? Eme Alfonso. Like, I loved her performance. And I mean, she's not by any stretch of the imagination like, you know, like a legendary, like a huge, but she's just got. And you know, that's the thing with Tiny Desk. There's storytelling, there's texture, there's depth, there's nuance, you know. So yeah, I really enjoy her. Madison McFerrin. Oh my gosh. I know because I love Bobby McFerrin. Oh my god.
That is her dad.
That's
What?
I was like, okay. And then her Tiny Desk popped up and I was like, this is dope. She's actually really good.
Cool.
And that's a really dope Tiny Desk.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually saw her first on a Colors show. Funny enough,
she was also on
and
Colors.
I was like, is she related to?
Because Bobby.
But Madison is cool. She's very
she
cool.
is. She's
so
a cool
mine.
girl.
So artists I found on Tiny Desk, Tank and the Bangers.
Tank and the Bangers, their performance always comes up. Hey,
so they were one of the first winners of the Tiny Desk competition.
Oh yes, because
they run a competition now for like people to be featured.
Yeah.
So they won the competition.
Yeah.
And I was like, who are these people?
Yeah.
This is so
giving us poetry,
cool.
giving
And it
us
was
New
so
Orleans.
New soul, but jazz. And like,
you're like, and the
hip-hop
voice
and the
is
energy
so like
and
Tank's voice. Like,
do you know, it was like, it jumped off the screen. So people like that. And then also like weird,
Moonchild.
Moonchild's one. And I love how Amber Nirvana in the middle was like, guys, I support Black Lives Matter.
Yeah. Because
the
yes.
Please.
Amber, we love you to death, baby.
Moonchild.
But it's also the conversation, the intimate conversations, because Maxwell's one. Guys, Maxwell.
He can take my money every time. I don't know how many times I've seen that man live, and I will watch it again because he's so
because
good.
Also, the albums are just
the discography,
Maxwell.
that voice of his.
Yeah. And it's
he came on saying something, and Pretty Wings. Wait, he did Bad Habits.
All of our faves, guys. And it's like also such a platform. For my faves, the backups.
The background singers. The background singers.
The backup. And they also, because I think I don't know if you know Stromae. He's like a Belgian mixedy, like he's a vocalist, but he's also like multi-instrumentalist. And he got this band, I forgot their name, and he got them as backups. And there's also an arrangement there. It's their moment to shine.
And they do get
have a performance and arrangement. Like, because Moonchild's backup, I just always go up.
And also, I do want to shout out Third Story as background singers for Chance the Rapper. Because when they did Juke Jam, and they also did a Stevie Wonder cover at the end, if I'm not mistaken. But I was like, you have Third Story, and now a sadly defunct group. That's the thing with them. It's like, you guys are background singers, and this is amazing. Yeba's Tiny Desk, her background singers. So Yeba's Tiny Desk is how she should have recorded her album.
You always say that.
I always say that because the Tiny Desk is so good. And that was the version where it was COVID, so they were all recorded from home, quote unquote.
Yeah,
there was the
really
COVID
some good
stretch.
ones from the home series.
Jasmine Sullivan's one
Esperanza. There was also
Janae Aiko's one was really good. Like Givion's one was
Tame
really
Impala's
good.
one. In Tame Impala, I mean, it didn't look great, but the music is always giving with Tame. Hey,
I feel like the people who did it from home during the pandemic
they were just
deserve a do-over. Some of them should get a do-over because it would be nice. Jasmine one was from home. And that end. So I also do want to talk about repeat offenders because I love Jasmine Sullivan's one. Her, when they did Girl Like Me at the end, at the breakdown, her has been a guest twice. So
as an HER. I hear you.
Her has been on Jasmine Sullivan's one, but she also was on Daniel Caesar's one. And then she had her own one. And hers, that's probably in my top 5 of most repeated Tiny Desks. Yeah. But then also my favorite repeat offender, Anderson
Paak.
Woo! Hey!
Yeah, no, that one is... it's really so great, and it's like it's
I be
actually
catching
done
you
really
staring,
well
be
for his career.
I don't mind.
Like-
It's a dangerous place to be living. So
And
keep
because
your
he
eyes
plays
on me.
what I love so much about Anderson Park
So
is
good.
that for a vocalist to play
drums.
percussion
Oh my goodness!
is quite a talent, because
It is.
percussion is so staccato.
The
it's like,
hand-eye
the flow,
coordination.
like it's actually an
Hello?
art, it's choreography.
Like, it's so
and then he
hard.
sings.
with that rasp in his voice,
And then he's a fuckboy.
saying, "Y'all niggas got me hot,"
And I'm like,
he's so good.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
But Usher's,
Oh, a comeback. So we have to talk about it as a platform for comebacks.
true.
Because
There is a lot
Usher
of
was
that.
kind of, we
There
all
is a
love
lot of
Usher,
that.
but we hadn't heard from him in a while. And he came on Tiny Desk and said, watch this.
Yeah. And apparently Usher before he needed to come back was quite big on the Las Vegas.
On the Vegas.
Yeah,
Okay,
on
the Vegas circuit is huge.
Yeah, it is.
Huge cash cow.
So you can just
Yeah.
live on that.
Yeah.
But it's not
mainstream.
Yeah, yes, it's not
and
mainstream.
and it's actually interesting, the reframing of the Vegas circuit, because before it felt like your career has come to pasture and now you must go tour in Vegas.
It's an
because
interesting
nobody else
place to be at
quite
in your
wants to.
career.
Yeah, so it would be like, so Celine Dion is probably one of the first artists that reframed Vegas as like, I can be at the peak of my
because Selena,
career.
she also needs a
and
tiny
go
desk. Wow.
into Vegas. Yeah, so Usher's been there for quite a while, but to see him do that Tiny Desk, he was so seasoned. He came, and I love when people come with a brass, with the horn section.
Yeah.
And
came
he
with everyone
rearranged You Make Me
there.
Wanna, and he did Superstar.
Because
and
all
he
Usher needs to
did
do is
Confessions and-
exist, hey. All Usher needs to do is exist, because he sings
Oh, he was sick.
and then he's all like, he's
Oh.
got this vibe, like he makes the aunties want to just like touch themselves. And he dances.
He does
He also
dance.
just does
Ah.
remind me, like him and Chris Brown. And you know, there is, I know, but like Chris Brown, hey, he sold out in here, our home country of SA. He sold out twice.
Because
like,
one thing about South Africa.
No, I don't. Do not blame the people. Do not blame the people
For buying the tickets?
But I mean, listen, guys,
Hey.
we can't be involved in
We'll
the politics.
agree to disagree.
Number one, my comparison around that is the fact that both of them are really so good at what they do. Like, I mean, Chris Brown, that's why he's such an asshole, such a mess, because he can dance and he can sing really well. He really can.
mean,
but
he
Usher,
can.
he really can. But Usher, oh my gosh, that Tiny Desk was, and it's also like, it is one of the ones where I was like, I would love so much for this to be like a recording. I would love to go
Yeah.
stop, start. Like, this is the
So
part where I
nice.
want to, because it is that as well. I think how you start the Tiny Desk performance is always a thing,
It
because
sets
that's
the tone.
It sets the tone, you know,
tone.
it really does. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, background
Yeah.
singers. The one thing I didn't talk about, Babyface
Babyface.
having
yes.
Shantae Moore and Tank
Yeah.
and Avery Wilson as backup singers
Yeah.
was just
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
That
so
series was Charlie Wilson is one of my favorites.
Oh,
Charlie Wilson,
man.
like, hallelujah.
Man. So many great people.
Hallelujah.
Also,
You know?
hip hop artists on Tiny Desk.
Yes.
That I love, because hip hop is always hard. It's always like, you know, like there's a thing about
Yeah.
the production, and to hear Juvenile doing back that ass up.
Tyler as well. Tyler just goes in and he sings. That's what I love
Tyler's
about him.
bottom, the rearrangement of bottom and
yes,
find
yes.
some time.
Absolutely.
And he made it
I love
Spanish,
Tyler.
find some
Tyler
time
the
to do
creator.
something.
Ooh, yeah.
And then you had Common, where they were on location. So
Ah.
Common's one was at the White House. Well, Obama's White House. But it was at the White House. And just the way they rearranged I Used to Love Her and all of those songs. And
Yeah.
his band was Robert Glasper and he had Derek Hodge. And do you know what I mean? So Tiny Desk
Yeah.
will do that. They'll have other musicians come on because they're all
do that.
friends.
And I feel like
so
they've
Braxton
grown
Cook
that
will
way.
come and like play
In the
sax for Tom
platform.
Misha's one.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
Jordan
like there's such a
Rakai's one
Jordan
as well.
Rakei is one of my favorite ones as well.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh.
Jordan Rakei.
Jordan
Hey.
Rakei.
Him and Tom Mish sit in the same
pocket.
Yeah, and if KJ,
yes.
they have the same.
Yeah,
genre.
that. Also,
know.
Yusef Days.
Yes,
Yeah, like Alpha Miss.
But South
They're all chummies.
Africans are on
Tandi Swamas.
Always.
Why? Candy
You
Summer's
cannot
like,
go
we're almost
without
at a million views.
mentioning-
We're almost at a million views.
Yeah, it
but
was so
even
good.
hearing that rearrangement
of
her of songs we grew up with.
It was so
And it's
good
like,
to
this
see
is
her
cool.
on
You're
Tiny
playing new
Desk.
songs from Sankofa, which wasn't even out yet, but you're also doing old songs from Zabalaza.
Because we
but
need
like,
it. You got to represent Zabalaja on the world stage,
because Nizala
guys.
Ngobani.
Come
over
on,
there.
please.
The world changes.
Abdullah Ibrahim as well has been. And I do think Zex... Has Sex Banduni been on? I feel like I saw him somewhere
I have
on.
no idea.
So a couple of South Africans have been on Tiny Desk.
Which is really
okay?
cool. And I also love that it's now it's become a platform that's so respected and even lauded by musicians.
Yeah.
Because if I think of Billie
Absolutely.
Eilish,
Yes.
who
Enjoy
recreated
Billie.
the
Enjoy Billie
background
so much.
of Tiny Desk and like did a little
Yeah.
thing from home. And
It's so cultural. It's such a
re-recorded the
cultural
thing. It's like a
reference
cultural
now.
reference now.
'Cause
And
that-
then she
yeah.
finally got
Yeah.
on last year. And was it last year, this year? But it was so, but it was like
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah.
Like I like how small and contained it is,
Yeah.
and how it still feels like one of your best kept secrets as a
Yeah.
person. You always feel like,
Yeah.
this is for me. And then I don't know, there's like a weird kinship when you find somebody else who talk to somebody else about Tiny Desk, because it feels
come
like
on,
it's
hey.
something that nobody really talks about, but it's so culturally
Yeah.
important for music.
So important
I love how
for
people
music.
can play new sets. Like I think of Thames completely doing new songs from her new
Thames,
album.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily, I like that it still manages, even like Raven Lene was really good. I still like that it's a platform that doesn't necessarily take itself seriously.
Yeah.
But I also love how self-referential it is, and how every artist leaves something on the desk. So like the desk is full of tchotchkes, and like Sir has
it's
left
like that
something, and
kitsch vibe. I
Shea
love it.
Universe
It
has
feels
left
so
a vinyl, and
relatable.
people have left like badges from their tours, or like just weird tchotchkes
It's
are
like
on the
that-
desk as well.
It's like that recreation of like, it's such an institution.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
Yeah.
a museum. Even it can even be a museum with all this found pieces. You know, it's because of its cultural referentialism as well. I remember an SNL episode done, because it's got this like indie vibe, and a lot of people have. Issa has even got a. I don't know if it's backup vocalist or whatever, but Issa's got a playlist that she's like. There's so many ways in which to, you know, like Tiny Desk has plugged in, you know, to culture. But I also agree with the fact that it's such an important platform for musicians, because a lot of names, like you know, big names, and I think that's how it actually has blown up, because of the big names. But it shouldn't be that way, because Tiny Desk
was always
it was always
small
for the,
independent artists that
you know?
aren't well known.
And it's like big names go on there to also get that credential to be like, I've been on Tiny Desk and we rearranged, and it also lends because I think of T-Pain T-Pain and Post Malone and Alicia Keys. It lends authenticity. Like it gives your brand and you're actually singing to an audience that's very purist, that in other places you're not going to find. So it's also a good way to grow your sort of your audience or your reach.
Yeah.
Hey? Like
and sometimes they do make it these days part of the album promotion run.
Yeah.
Becomes going on Tiny Desk, which again, as you said, like
marketing always comes
like,
in the, you know.
Then we're in that weird pocket of like, sometimes it doesn't feel as like
genuine anymore.
Genuine, authentic, quote unquote, anymore.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no, Tiny Desk is where like Mac Miller was on Tiny Desk.
Yeah, you know,
with
Mac
Thundercats
Miller.
and like Phony People was on Tiny Desk, and Phony People and like Lucky Day before Lucky
John
Day was
Baptiste,
Lucky Day. John
like,
Baptiste was on
you
Tiny
know,
Desk. Do you know what I mean? Like so many
hiatus,
like
coyote.
people.
Hiatus Coyote.
Crangbin, and we were
The
even
Cranberries,
saying,
that's one of the
how do we even say
earliest
Crangbin?
you know?
Crangbin?
Oh, Crangbin, yes.
How do you say it? Nobody knows how to say it.
I think of the Cranberries.
Like, I do
the
love
actual
the Cranberries.
They were one of the earlier ones, you know?
So it's just like, I don't know. Like, I hope it never loses that.
Yeah, I don't think
the magic of it. And sometimes I do feel like there are too many well-known people
Yeah,
here.
now, hey,
Now,
there
like
needs
now
to be
and
like
then
a
there's that
campaign
thing
to kind of
weird,
bring back.
discovering people.
Yeah, you know.
Because like sometimes you'll find, like I think of a Jacob Collier where I'd only heard one song from him, and then I saw him on Tiny Desk, and I was like, that's what he looks like.
Yeah,
First of all, he's
right?
like this tiny, like very bouncy, young-looking
and the music
person,
that comes
and
out
the
of that
voice,
fairy, that Peter Pan,
that little Peter Pan fairy, Jacob Collier.
Yo.
And then you hear what he sounds like with this deep
and the
voice.
arrangements.
Beautiful backup singers
You know,
again.
yes.
Beautiful.
And also how they've incorporated.
You're interacting with the crowd as well. I love how they do that.
Yes,
How they
love
sometimes
that
a
too.
call and response with the audience.
Yes, you know, sing it for me,
it's
sing,
like,
join
all
us,
15,
clap.
join.
And it's
we're
like,
clapping.
you know, and
we're
it's
making
chats
this
with
a
them. It's
concert.
actual chats with the
Yes,
people that are
you can hear
there,
laughter.
you know.
You can hear like
Yeah.
ambient
I also
noise.
enjoy how they've included like electronic sets as well, like all
Yes.
the electronic genre,
Yes.
like because Stromae and Jacob Collier can
Yes.
lean into
Sampha's one.
Yes,
felt very
Sampha. Sampha.
Yeah. Like
yes, you know, you
yeah.
have, and it's like, how do you then interpret electronic on this platform that is
Yeah.
about
'Cause it's
acoustics,
not-
that is about
yeah.
instruments, you know, and they've done it always so well.
Even when there's so many band members packed in
right,
there,
everyone is
and
just,
everyone
but
is
the
there,
music,
but it sounds so
it also
good.
just gives that hole in the wall
It has a whole
venue
vibe.
vibe where magic comes out of just like that little dirty little hole in the wall.
Yeah, and then you'll
venue.
see a pop-up notification for an artist you really like that you
Yeah.
thought nobody knew about, and you're like, oh my gosh, my
Yeah,
favorite
they're
person
in
has a tiny desk. So there's
okay?
also excitement over that because I can be
Yeah.
like, Leon Thomas has a tiny desk.
Leon
Now
Thomas.
Leon Thomas
Okay.
is meshing, yes it is, with Floetry Say Yes, and like, because people also, the rearrangement, the mashups, the
collaborations,
the
as well.
collaborations, like,
But number one, we have to
Yeah.
give one. If you were
One?
to go, yes. If you were
You
to go, we
can't
did
say
say we
one.
would try rank it.
I
'Cause
can
you
do a
can't.
top 5.
No, let's do
One is
one because we have
insane.
1 minute.
One is
we
insane.
have 1 minute.
My
left.
favorite,
The one that you
my
will-
favorite tiny desk ever.
the one that you simply cannot live without. You simply cannot survive without, like a month.
I
going
feel like
without.
there's a gun to my head.
Yeah, there is a gun to your head. Let's pretend the gun is on, like one where you're like
One?
that just, and I mean, you know, hey, I'm gonna say,
You might have to go first. I feel
yeah, I also am struggling, but I am gonna say Hyda's Coyote. It has to be the one where I
Ooh.
can't go with it. And even then I'm like, me child, Asha, but Hyda's Coyote. Oh yeah, I can't, like,
oh, they're so good. I would pay good money to see them live.
absolutely, I would give you my
Ooh.
salary to
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna say, no.
Even Charlie Wilson, guys, like, but you know what, ne?
Okay, I'm gonna say Yeba. However,
Yeah. However.
I'm gonna have to give it to her.
And because that
I've
one is
played
also outstanding.
That one, and no, actually, not even her. Sorry, I'm changing my mind again. I'm sorry. Okay, but this is like
Gun to your head.
not top three.
Yeah.
Yeba's
I
one
hear
from
you.
home.
Top 3.
Her
is
because of
more
focus.
fair.
But
Oh,
Anderson
focus.
Paak,
Because
the way he did Hot Don't Stand a Chance, he did Suede at the end.
Yeah.
He did come down. Like it
It's
was
impossible.
just,
it's impossible to have.
What
it
an
just-
impossible exercise choosing
Yeah.
your favorite tiny desk. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. But those, yes, I will. My final answer, Anderson Paak. Final answer.
It is Anderson
Yes.
Paak, yeah.
But
Anderson
it's so
Paak
hard.
is, and he's.
answer
I
could
believe
change
he's
tomorrow.
like most played, audience favorite.
Yes, he is
He's
the most
like,
played
yeah.
actually. Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's like it was so good. And then he came back for the Free Nationals one.
Oh yeah.
That one was also good.
Oh wow.
So his
Haven't
band
seen
is
that
called the
one.
Free Nationals.
Yes.
They had that incredible album.
Yeah.
Such a good album. And it featured Anderson Paak and India Shawn and Daniel Caesar and like all these other people and
Wow.
Chronics. They had that song Eternal Light.
Wow.
Like so many delicious. So he came back for that. He's also a repeat offender.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
it goes crazy. Yeah. And the genre Like
It's anything. Nubia Garcia just had one. Like it's jazz. Anything goes. It's jazz. It's indie because it can be indie.
It can be rock. It can
be
it is
Florence
a
and the
lot of
Machine. It can be Little
rock,
Dragon.
It can be It
can be
Little
anybody.
Dragon has Little Dragon been? They have actually. They have. Oh.
It can be anybody.
And they've got a new album coming out. Actually,
I really do love Little
okay.
Dragon. But yes, those are our favorites.
Those are our favorites. Thank you guys.
Tell us your favorite Tiny Desk
through this episode because there's so much to be said about Tiny Desk. The archive is so extensive. Like, wow, hey, like God bless the internet.
God bless the internet.
Yeah, I don't know if such an archive would be available to people.
Just got
without the internet,
over.
Without free Wi-Fi.
Literally, and I'm like, bless Bob Boylan for starting it and Bobby Carter for producing it and the team
and just
behind
the musical
the
directors,
sound engineers as well.
The rearrangement.
Everything sounds so balanced every time. Like the sound is always
balanced,
so crispy.
And it is not easy to get that kind of balance for live performance
because there's so many instruments in there.
Yeah.
So genuinely, whoever the sound engineer is, like, we'll throw the name up if we find it. But yes, Tiny Desk
wins.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.